Hello, cycling fans everywhere. For this 100% Swiss stage, the organisers have set up what promises to be a heated finish. The Col de la Forclaz, followed by the climb to Finot-Émousson, promises a fight between the favourites that everybody's looking forward to. Acceleration at the head of the peloton. He's a good puncher. You must keep a close eye on him on short climbs. The breakaway can't widen the gap. He may aim for a place in the overall standings, but his manager could ask him to devote himself to the other team leader if his own performance is below expectation.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
If he wants to take points for the polka dot jersey, he must break away. The breakaway can't widen the gap. His qualities as a ruler are exceptional. You mustn't give a meter's lead, especially as he takes short climbs in his stride and has no interest in waiting for the sprint, given his lack of pace. The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings. It's a third category climb that now waits the riders. 2 points will be awarded to the first rider to the top.
Here's the positions over the last climb.
The gap with the yellow jersey is melting away. The escapees will have difficulties going all the way. The gap isn't changing much. The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
At the front of the race, it's time to pick up something to eat. The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end. The first rider in the intermediate sprint will earn 20 points towards the green jersey.
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
There are 30 kilometers left, and things will now start to get serious. The Col de la Forclaz climb should see the top riders come to the fore, and with any luck, the first mano a mano between favourites.
Okay, we'll relay flat out. teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
The first rider to the top will score 10 more points towards the climber standings.
Okay, we'll consume a feed. Okay, we'll consume a feed. Okay, we'll relay.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. I don't know if it's a bluff, but the breakaway looks to be increasing the pace at the front of the race. The time gap with the head of the race isn't changing, lads.
The riders can try to recover during the 7-kilometer descent that leads to the foot of the final climb of the day.
goes to the top of the climber standings.
The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group. The first riders are at the foot of the final climb to Fino-Emosson, 10.4 kilometers at an average of 8.4%. It's a very difficult climb, with ever-increasing percentages as the summit approaches. Riders will have to be patient and keep enough energy in reserve, especially to face the last 3 kilometers, which are absolutely horrific. Acceleration at the front of the peloton. No falling asleep.
Okay, I'm coming to protect you.
Da kommen Sie! Haut rein! Haltet euch an! Haut rein! Da kommen Sie! Haut rein! Weiter schneller! Gut so! Haut rein, Leute! Gut so! Haut rein, Leute! Macht Dampf, Jungs! Gut so! Haltet euch ran! Haut rein, Leute!
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
There's an attack at the head of the peloton.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
The finish is classified as first category and the points will be doubled. The winner will thus add 20 points to his tally for the mountain standings.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
The front of the race is into the last 5 kilometers. Slopes over 10% will become more and more frequent.
Only 5 kilometers left for the race leaders.
The man in front is less than 4 kilometers from the summit. The lead rider has 1 minute 30 on the favourites. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey. We're into the last 3 kilometers. The slope will continue to get steeper. The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race. The gap is 1 minute between the favourites and the guy in the front. A little over 2 kilometers left for the man at the front. He can see the red pennant in the distance. The man at the front is under the red pennant. He'll soon be able to raise his arms in triumph.
The breakaway is 1 kilometre from the finishing line.
Only 500 meters left. This climb is never ending.
He's amongst the leading riders this year.
Well done, guys. We were aiming for a podium place, and you did the job. I'm satisfied. Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage.
The last rider to set off in this individual time trial is on the starting ramp. A few more seconds until he goes. Come on, let's give him a big hand.
Today is a mountain time trial. You're going to have to manage your efforts so you don't seize up before the top. It will start to climb after the next bend. It is very steep, right from the start. Go, go! The next intermediate time is in 1 kilometer. We'll see if you're on the pace. It'll be a little less difficult now. Come on, manage your work rate. Come on, no relaxing. There's a big percentage after the next bend. It doesn't last long. Don't panic. Come on. Try to get a bit of a breather. There's a kilometer of flat before the final ramp. The final ramp is 1.5 kilometers, and then it's downhill to the finish. on! It's finally downhill! Full out to the line! Watch out in the last kilometer. Remember, we spotted a dangerous bend during reconnaissance. Go! Go! Keep on pumping to the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome him warmly. Here is the winner of the Ps4 stage. Congratulations to him. He really was the strongest. He fully deserves this prestigious victory. He tops.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. We were the pre-race favourites, and you lived up to the role with brio. Hi, guys. Let's start the
Hello everyone! We're in for a restless stage today. With less than 150 kilometers and 5 climbs in store, there won't be a shortage of attacking opportunities. The riders are barely out of Albertville and already they begin the ascent of the Col de Tamier. The first 6 riders at the top will pocket the points towards the polka dot jersey. There will be 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 and 1 point to be gained.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
One and a half minutes for the breakaway. It might just work. He may aim for a place in the overall standings, but his manager could ask him to devote himself to the other team leader if his own performance is below expectation.
His team is at full throttle. They have no one at the front.
The front of the race starts the ascension of the Col de la Fauclard from Montmain, the second climb on today's menu. A true sprinter who's not too bad over short climbs. Beware of him in the sprint.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. Here's the positions over the last climb.
The gap with the yellow jersey is melting away. The escapees will have difficulties going all the way.
He's the best placed in the overall standings amongst those at the head of the race.
The breakaway has begun the Col de la Fauclard ascent from Cage. Just under 6 kilometers of climbing, the shortest difficulty of the stage. The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings.
I think his team has taken on the chase in order to place one of their guys in the breakaway.
Whether on mountain stages or on hills, he's to be taken seriously as he climbs well. The gap with the yellow jersey is melting away. The escapees will have difficulties going all the way. The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey. He's attacking.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
The gap is 1 minute between the favourites and the guy in the front. The gap between the favourites group and the front is 30 seconds. The descent is over for the front of the race. It now enters the feeding zone.
The first riders have reached the intermediate sprint. Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
A few more kilometres of flat and the race will enter its final chapter with the pairing of the Côte des Amiraux and the Montée du Betex. Acceleration at the front of the peloton. No falling asleep. There's an attack. Stay alert. There's an attack at the head of the peloton. The race lead launches itself on the Montée du Betex. The gap is 1 minute between the favourites and the guy in the front. The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race.
He's got his teammates riding because in front there's a rider who's dangerous to him in the overall standings.
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
The lead rider has 1 minute 30 on the favourites. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey. The mountain jersey points are doubled for this summit finish. The stage winner will gain 20 points towards the polka dot jersey. At less than 3 kilometers from the finish, nothing is guaranteed for the man in front. He's still under threat of being caught by his pursuers. The lead rider has 30 seconds on the favourites. 30 seconds between the breakaway and the yellow jersey. Less than 2 kilometres from the finish. The red pennant is in sight for the man at the front of the race.
It is the red pennant. 1 more kilometre of effort. He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
He will climb onto the podium to... He will climb...
Well done, guys. We were aiming for a podium place, and you did the job. I'm satisfied.